Since 1945, Hans Selye has worked here at the University of Montreal as Director of Experimental Medicine and Surgery. The university is now a world center for the study of stress.
The whole concept arose from the observation that in addition to specific diseases, such as a gastric ulcer or typhoid or tuberculosis, there is a syndrome, a set of manifestations, a set of disease signs, which is common to all diseases. For example, that you lose your appetite, you feel ill, you have no energy, you want to lie down rather than get up. And when I was a medical student, I became very interested in this. It didn't seem to me an obvious thing that should exist, that there should exist such a thing as what I called at the time the syndrome of just being sick from anything. And when I published my first paper on it, some 10 years after I first confronted that problem as a medical student, I published it in the British journal Nature under the title A Syndrome Produced by Various Noxious Agents.
What are the diseases of stress?
Well, you know, actually stress plays a certain role in any disease, because any disease causes an increased demand. You always have to come back to this definition in order to understand it. But there are some diseases in which stress is a decisive factor. And there are a whole lot of diseases that have no apparent cause. And people have been looking for the cause of it for a long time, but there is no cause. Because the cause is just any effort. Anything that causes stress.
What is your personal attitude towards stress, towards the stress that's put on you?
Stress is the salt of life. You have to be under stress in order to make life worthwhile. If a person has very much to express and feels that he's very creative, making it impossible for him to exteriorize himself is the most terrible stress that you can put him under. So my philosophy is based on the concept not of being lazy and sitting around and doing nothing and trying to get the shortest working hours, but to work on the stress level for which I was born. There are some people are more phlegmatic and others have more a need to express themselves. I have a fairly intense need for work. I need it. I couldn't exist without it. But I don't fight for things which I don't win. At least I must be convinced I can win, otherwise I don't fight.
You just give up?
I just give up. I admit defeat and do something else.